made it back from King of the Hammers, and this old beater got hammered on. So I figured, you know what, we should probably do a little recap on how all those new parts that we just installed actually worked, and if they did. I mean, after all, we're here for science, right? We spent something like 9 days out there, maybe 8, I don't know. A lot more than I would have actually liked, but to tell you the truth, it handled far better than any of my expectations, and I'm actually quite impressed. As you can see, the truck is super dirty. The exterior and interior of this thing completely wrecked. On the dust side of things, starting out with the deck system, right? That's where we were really concerned with, like, is it actually gonna be weather sealed, weather resistant? As it turned out, pretty damn good. Check it out. So first and foremost, with the deck system, here's some shirts that were left back there. You can see, not crazy dusty or anything. We kind of kept these just in case we needed rags. All in all, for spending that many days out there, you know, it got a little bit of dust in it, but we did have it open quite a bit. The little weather sealed bins, these worked perfect. No dust inside of these. The only complaint that I have with the deck system is that when we were absolutely mashing through stuff, we kind of gave these little dividers hell, and you can see they kind of bent. So, you know, if there was like a billet option for these, if somebody was making them, or something that was just a little bit more robust, because we had a lot of heavy stuff in here. There was a couple things we hit that I was like, oh, for the most part, this thing held up great. At one point, like 4 days, 5 days in, I actually power washed this whole thing and nothing got wet. And I actually power washed the deck system and everything just to see, like, hell, is it gonna soak things? Is water actually gonna seep in? No moisture, no nothing, so that's good. I would say super pleased with the deck system. So that held up good. Now, to the tires. We went and played a very dangerous game.
I want to play a game.
And did not have a spare because I didn't have a matching wheel to actually mount another one of these XComp XTs on. But we didn't run into any flats, and I hit some really sharp rocks. There was a couple sections that we went through. I mean, by couple, I mean miles worth of them, that I was really concerned. I was like, oh, we definitely should have had some sort of a spare just in case. But you know what? They held up good. They took the entire beating that we gave them. And the only problem that I had with these was 100% my fault, as we were mashing through some rocks. Kind of took a chunk out of the side. But as you can see, it held up really well. And obviously we drove it home. So no flats, no problems at all. We aired these things down. We had them aired out at like 15 PSI on some non-bead locks. No debeading. They stayed on great. 10 out of 10 there. I'm actually really impressed with those because honestly, there was a couple times I was super worried about blowing a flat. As for the suspension, worked a hell of a lot better than I thought. I'm actually super impressed because we may or may not have went a little bit further than I think we should have as far as speed. There was a couple times where I was like, oh, we're gonna total the truck. And you know what? This ADS suspension held up awesome. I mean, awesome. Soaked up bumps really good. Actually went through whoops really well, especially for basically a stock truck with just stock replacement stuff. I mean, this thing was keeping up with actually built trucks. I'm talking tube chassis stuff, and maybe they weren't mashing on it, but there was definitely stuff that I should not have been hitting at like 60 miles an hour. I'm actually over the moon with it. The ride, super comfy. Nothing got blown out. Nothing felt like it got overheated. And even when we had the whole system loaded up in the bed, it's kind of crazy what you can do with stock replacement parts on one of these trucks, especially stuff that's high quality. And that's why we decided to go with these, because, like, you know, we knew that the quality was going to be good. It just performed a hell of a lot better than expected. So 10 out of 10 on the shocks. Super impressed. Definitely worth the money. This thing handled every single thing that we threw at it. We didn't go and jump the truck because, you know what, I got to rely on this thing. I can't be really breaking vehicles in half just yet because, you know what, yeah, we don't have the money to replace them. But for something that you can just throw on a truck, not have to do any modifications to the mounting points or anything, or no additional bracing, crazy improvement. This thing was awesome. I mean, awesome. I think a couple things that we learned is that, A, this truck could really use a lot more power.
Saw that coming.
I mean, it worked good off-road. It did everything we expected it to. But you know what? In the power department, it's a little bit, could use about 400 more horsepower.
Mega powers, yeah!
But you know what? Time will tell with that. We'll see where we get with it. Speaking of power, one thing that we did do is we wound up doing this drag race with Optima out in a dry lake bed. Because we had the tuner and because we knew Mr. Vaughn Gettin was trying to put us up against a fully electric vehicle, which notoriously are hot out of the hole, we needed to give it a little more sauce. So with that, what we did was we threw in the 91 tune.
What's up, man? What's happening? Nice to see you. Good to see you too. Gen 1 Raptor, clearly.
You know, I can't do non-V8s.
That says it all, but
You know.
NA supercharged.
It is NA.
Okay. Yeah. Should we put? Do we believe him? Should we pop the hood?
We're gonna try to like at least grenade it so we have a reason to
Put a supercharger on it.
put a bigger motor.
There you go.
If you got any of those 410s lying around, you know.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck. We're doing heads up. We're gonna see how it ends up here, ladies and gentlemen. Put me up against that. You're trying to bury me, aren't you?
I'm just saying, VA, everyone wants to see this. I knew he was gonna do it. He wanted to bury me, but you know what? Old girl, 200K on her, held strong to the finish. I don't know. I think he might have edged me over right at the very end.
That was a great race. Man. Yeah, we got you on the top by a half a car.
Dude, you were totally ahead of us though. Like I was sitting there looking, I'm like, we're gonna freaking lose.
Good race. That was fun. That made it exciting.
If you have it in four-wheel drive, like I said, it's about 400 horsepower down in power. So we're probably gonna need a blower.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
You know what I mean? So now I think what we need to do is clean this thing up and get it back to looking halfway decent and get back to work. We're gonna do that right now. And then, you know what? I think we should show you some of the fun stuff that we did out at King of the Hammers, because we did do some real fun shit. Let's get this thing clean first, and we'll get into that. We got the main man here, the NorCal Lowlife page. So check it out. Obviously, this thing got dusted the f out, but this is how we know we hit something way too much for this truck. And obviously, it didn't feel it like with the suspension and everything, but the damn sunroof actually broke off the rails. So it was like flapping while we were going through some stuff. And we were like, what's that noise? But honestly, that's the only thing that broke on the truck, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looks good.
You good? You staying out of trouble?
Absolutely. Trying my best.
All right. Well, you know, hey, that's all we can do. Yeah, we're going to try to blow this thing out and then wash her off.
Nice detail.
Yeah, you know, maybe. I'm going to try to pre-wash it because I feel like a detail would be like, what the f do you bring this to me for?
Yeah.
We had the windows down and we went through a section the second night we were out. You know, we were just mashing through, coming back from Chocolate Thunder, and we just went through a slop pit. We had the windows down. So there's a bunch of mud that got all up inside the truck.
Good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You know. Hooking up some of his interior detailer. Appreciate that, Jay. Girlfriend will be mad at me for having to ride in this thing for a couple hours in the next 2 days. Good as new. Look at that. All right, so now that the Raptor's all cleaned up, we can get into some of that stuff that we did at King of the Hammers, and it was ridiculous. But check this out, just got to the shop, we got a little present. Oh yeah, I love coming home to a bunch of boxes, especially when stuff you need. So we got all this badass material from Stainless Bros and Tycon. So we can finally make some proper exhaust for that, and maybe that. You know, can't leave it stock for too long, right? Not just exhaust, we went and got some stuff from Alucon as well, which is all under the same company, so that we can do a bunch of different stuff. We're gonna make oil lines for this guy. We're gonna actually do hard lines back to the tank. We've got to do exhaust. We've got to do a couple other things. So there's quite a bit of fab work that's going into this, which really didn't want to do, but you know what? That's just how it goes. Here's some of the shenanigans we got into at King of the Hammers. All right, so here's the deal, okay? It's day whatever here at King of the Hammers. We just randomly got hit up, and they were like, hey, you want to go rip with Brian Deegan? And so, yeah, so we're going to go do that. What's happening? I'm Zach. This is Brian. Today we're going to send it. You down? I'm down. You're not down.
We'll see. 12 seconds later.
God damn, this thing buggers. Dude, I appreciate that. This thing is cooking, man.
It gets going.
Yeah, that is an understatement. Alright, goddamn it, we are here at Ultra 3, and I got my crew drinking. What's up? It's our first time at Hammers, so we're going hard, baby. Let's get it! Ladies and gentlemen, we have just arrived here to Chalk and Thunder. We're gonna go have some fun, goddammit. Aren't you supposed to be taking turns here? More on that later. All right, what's happening? Look, today we're doing something really fun. I just found Tate Morgan, famously of the Gambler 500, Sons of Smokey, all that good stuff. He just let me know that there is a jet ski for sale up here for like no dollars. Of course, we couldn't pass up the opportunity to get a jet ski. I don't know where the hell we're gonna keep it, but you know, I'm down for it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't pass up a real sweetheart of a deal like this. I mean, you really can't.
Do you know where we're going, Tate?
Yeah, like I pulled up Onyx and it's just yonder up here. I've got it stashed away for you in a real nice spot.
Stashed? Is it yours or are we stealing it?
No. It's totally legit. Friend of a friend. You know, I had to get out of it, so I took it off him for I just took over the payments.
Oh, okay.
So, practically new.
Tate,
Yeah.
this wouldn't be the jet ski you're
Oh, this is the
referring
cream.
to,
Yeah,
is
this is it right here. Perfect. That's right where I left it.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess this doesn't run, does it?
It runs if you put a little seafoam in it. It's good to go, man.
Oh, why the hell not?
Yeah, I mean, it's got Bluetooth steering. It's got this weight-saving seat, and you don't want any of those new ones either. This is a two-stroke model.
I mean, look, I'm all about the two smokers, so that's, you know, I can get behind that.
Did you want to test ride it before you committed? Before you signed the dotted line?
Actually, I want you to prove to me that this runs. You're gonna do the test drive.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah?
Yeah, you got insurance?
No?
Okay. Neither do I.
Perfect.
All right.
I may just raise your price and charge you another $10 for this ski. I'm not gonna lie, that actually looks super fun.
Bro, that's
Let me
what
get a
I
rip.
was trying to say the whole time. This is it, man. This is the jet ski for you.
Let me get a rip. Let me get a rip.
Okay, all right. Basically, you break it, you buy it, though.
You break that, you buy it.
You break, you buy.
That was actually a lot of fun. But here's the deal. So Tate runs an operation called Sons of Smokey. And they basically do trail cleanups because a bunch of jackoffs leave stuff like this in the desert or on public lands because they're idiots and it's not cool. But Sons of Smokey, it's a non-profit. You guys go and clean up all that stuff, right?
Yeah, we're the largest public land cleanup in the nation. We've done over 4 million pounds to date. And then we have an app. We found this, it was marked on the app. So you can go out and find your own jet skis on the Sons of Smokey. And if you find stuff like this out in the wild, it doesn't belong there, mark it, just put a description in there, upload it, other stewardship groups or us will come out and find it.
Nice. And it's not just jet skis. We're talking boats, cars, just garbage in general.
Chest freezers full of dirty diapers.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
That's totally disgusting.
If you want to get involved, that's where you go. Put a link here, put a link in the description and all that fun stuff. But we're going to load this heap up. We're going to take it back to the dump, put it where it belongs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, so here's the deal. We're about to do this whole trailer park drift thing here at Optima. There's Grateful Dead playing in the background, so we're probably going to get flagged for copyright infringement. But them, Jerry Garcia wouldn't have liked that anyway. We're going to send it, and we're going to rip it. Are we actually keeping it?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, hell yeah. Wait, no, we got to, hold on. We got to lock it up. Oh, let's go, baby. We got number 3, so you know we got the heater. A little bit of technique here. When you're pulling this, right, you don't want to go full yank because you'll spin out, right? You want to give it a little bit of this. So I've been working these muscles. You got to get good exercise on this motion right here. 3, 2, 1, hit. That's called a quick exit, goddammit. Forsberg. Might have hit my own teammate. I don't care if you got more points. We won that fair and square. Yeah. Okay? Came here to win. We won everything. Yeah, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. Clearly, clerical error. People can't count.